saw you in the rebrand of ECW when you were there. Tell us about how that all came about and how you got into that whole.
Well, I was already in the developmental territory, Louisville, Kentucky, at OVW. Shout out. And I got to work with Paul Heyman. That's when my relationship started with him. And then when they did the revamping, no pun intended, of ECW, I don't know, one day Tommy Dreamer just came in. He was like, you're going to be a tarot card reader, then you're going to get bitten, and then you're going to be a vampire. Which is funny because that was when I debuted in ECW. It was like June, July-ish. And when I first moved to Louisville was July, and they told me that I was going to be managing Gangrel and this guy Kevin Seven, who was going to be vampires. But then like 2 days later, they did the whole like release, cleaning house, and they released them. So I was like, I thought I was going to be a vampire. So it's hilarious to me that a year later, I still was a vampire. WWE couldn't keep me from being a vampire.
Do you think there's any chance of being a vampire in WWE down the line?
If WWE would like to have me back, I'm down. You know, I've done some extra work for them and, you know, whatever, but I'm just all about wherever I need to go, God will guide me. Perhaps it's WWE, perhaps it's not. I don't care. I'm just go where my calling is.
And you got money coming in, so you're doing well.
I'm doing all right.
You're doing all right.
I'm doing okay.
You could always be better for everybody, right?
Vince, I could be making more. Just kidding. V.
I want to talk about your time in TNA too. You were with LAX.
Right.
And just how was that whole experience there? And how was the atmosphere in TNA when you were there?
I enjoyed TNA a lot because I did come from WWE, which is the big dog. I kind of saw what's important and what's not, what matters and what does not. And this business is filled with illusions, not just to the fans, but even backstage sometimes. And sometimes people feel like they walk on eggshells. And it's like, hey, you show up, you do a good job, you treat people how you want to be treated. It's very simple. So with TNA, I felt very liberated, and I was able to be more myself. And if people didn't like it, then they didn't have to be my friend. That's fine.